talking about expectations heading in, a big one for me was the casting of Ellie.
I think that's the main thing for a lot of people. Like, that coming up was one of the first things you saw after it was announced. The casting was announced. We get Pedro Pascal as Joel, Bella Ramsey as Ellie.
Yeah, and I think no one was really jumping up and down about Pedro. Pedro is a hugely popular actor.
He's a household name now. He's in like a lot of shit.
He's a proven success when it comes to, being in an important role in television. But Bella Ramsey is basically a no-name actress.
Yeah. I think her first role might have been in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Which, HBO as well, that kind of taking from what you know. But she had a very relatively small role as Lyanna Mormont, wasn't it? In Game of Thrones, yeah. She did okay in that. She was decent for that role.
She was quite loved by fans, I will say, but the reaction from her casting decision as Ellie was met with quite a fair bit of criticism. She copped a lot of hate, which is definitely unfair when the show hasn't even come out, right?
You can't even judge anything it's literally judging it based on how she looks.
I think it's because exactly, one of the main problems is she doesn't look like Ellie. There's, I guess, a slight similarity, but if you're casting on appearance, she wouldn't be the first person to come to mind, right?
That's the same thing with Joel, though.
That's true, but Pedro looks gruff enough, right?
The general vibe and the
it's less about looking the part. It's more about just the vibe you get from them, and especially based on the character she plays in Game of Thrones. She didn't scream Ellie to me, and the casting of Ellie is the most important decision of the entire show. Ellie is the heart and soul of the show. You fuck up her casting, the show's over. It's done. Part of me was very disappointed that the actress Sadie Sink, who plays Max from Stranger Things, the redhead girl. I think that was the perfect casting decision out of everyone that I'm aware of that kind of fits the look and age demographic to play Ellie. She ticked all of the boxes for me. I'm not a fan of Stranger Things. I think the TV show is pretty mediocre beyond season 1. And Sadie Sink, who's in, I believe, season 3 and 4, she is the best actress of the children by far. Her performance in season 4 is fucking incredible. She shows so much vulnerability and emotional weight in these big moments as well. She's an incredibly talented actress. I think she's got a huge career ahead of her, and I can't help but think that she would have made a better Ellie than Bella. That's not to say that Bella was bad. I think Bella was good. I don't think she was great. I don't think she killed the role, right? She didn't nail it, but she was serviceable. But I think someone like Sadie Sink maybe could have brought more to the role.
My opinion is a little bit different. I initially was not super excited about Bella Ramsey playing the character because she is almost unknown.
Yep.
And her performance in Game of Thrones wasn't super memorable. I didn't love Lyanna Mormont. I didn't care too much. First episode comes out. I thought she was fine. Yep. She was fine. As the show went on, you kind of got to see her own take on the character. And I really learned to appreciate Bella Ramsey's performance as TV Ellie, as show Ellie. In her own way.
She absolutely got better as the series got along, whether that be us getting used to her more or her just, because I do think they shot reasonably chronologically. I think maybe she just grew into the role a little bit more. I do have slight concerns that we won't really touch on too much, but I do have slight concerns about her playing The Last of Us 2 Ellie in season 2. Because I think she fits the first game's Ellie a lot better than I can see her as the second game's Ellie.
So she's 19 right now, right? Bella Ramsey, the actress.
Correct.
And she's playing the 14-year-old Ellie, and she looks 14. She looks even a bit younger than that.
She looks passable for that,
They're going to start filming season 2 within the next year or so. She is not going to look like 19-year-old Ellie at all.
No. I think there's things that they can do about it, but she kind of has a baby face.
Yeah.
Whereas someone like Sadie Sink, right, she plays I think a 14, 15-year-old kid in Stranger Things, right? And she's also, I think, the same age as Bella, or maybe 1 year older. And I've seen her at premieres and stuff, and she looks significantly older than she does in Stranger Things TV show. So I think she's someone that actually fits both The Last of Us 1 and 2 in terms of appearance a lot better than, say, Bella Ramsey does.
Yeah, she's 20. She looks even younger there.
Yeah.
And I think they could probably dress her up to look older.
Yeah.
When it comes to that second role, but she wasn't cast, so
look,
we have to deal with that.
Exactly. It's just wishful thinking on my part. I think a lot of people too had that same kind of train of thought as well. But Bella by no means does a bad job.